So today is part 2 of reviewing, decluttering, organising and cleaning our kitchen. Now this black box contains pieces that we do use but not frequently. Again, I use the hot, warm, cold method. A lot of these are flasks when we've been on the road a while, especially the trips to Cornwall in the past before we had our caravan, and the popcorn boxes. Here I've lined the bottom of this awkward corner cupboard, and back there is the black box at the bottom, saucepans and Pyrex dishes on the top shelf. And here is things like the sieve and colanders and things like that I've put to the side at the bottom. This rack, I think I may have got it from Wilko's a number of years ago, and it's really good to obviously sort of slide the trays in. Like I said, it's an awkward cupboard. Our kitchen is extremely old. It's one of those things that I want to replace at some point. So here I've got my splatter cover for like the frying pan, chopping mats. I have got some chopping boards, cooling racks. I've got patty tins here going into pizza, and all the different size trays here, and roasting tins right at the far right. I'm not going to make excuses because I've been told to stop apologising, so I will. I have not got a state-of-the-art kitchen, and it's a matter of making use of what I have until at such a time as it becomes available to all the funds, obviously, and time to get a new kitchen. And it's been at the stage that normally by the time we've saved all the funds up to do a big job like this, a number of times I've ended up buying another car, which obviously has been a necessity rather than the kitchen, when the kitchen does actually work, although fairly old. That was the graters there that I've put in the container that actually clips onto your drawer when you've got peelings. That's the jugs. They're right at the front because we use those an awful lot. So again, it's hot where you use it, warm not so much but you do, and cold you do use it but rarely, but can't or won't want to get rid of that particular item. This is a set of graters. I've got these from IKEA, and it comes in a set of 2, black and red, with a thick thin grater and the lids. So this is how the cupboard looks. It's actually stayed the same pretty much for a number of years now, but there will be photographs because obviously the space being quite dark. This wallpaper, it was all I could get at the time. I actually got this from the charity shop, and there's quite a lot on that roll for about £1, £1.49. This is where everything gets cluttered, and pretty much it stayed the same right from Christmas time. That's one reason why I'm trying to declutter the kitchen, because obviously after Christmas things got left out, finished off, especially the big boxes of multi biscuits. All those jars are now empty, and I don't tend to buy much sweet stuff or biscuits, at least at present, due to the fact that we are trying to be a little bit more healthier, and of course I don't buy that much. A lot of this is to do with our son also. I've got a lot of glass canisters behind there. Here I've pulled them all out. They're all going to go in the bowl to be washed up, and then I will store them away to a certain time when I need them again. And here we are, as I said, a collection of the things. This set I will put back because it's what our son uses, and I do love this slate that I got from B&M. Every time I actually remove everything and get it all cleared, I really don't want to put everything back. That's why decluttering it just a fraction makes a big change, and it also refreshes the space, especially if you're feeling a bit down or you want new stuff but obviously your budget doesn't go to it. This I'm trying to explain to you, it was a piece of cut that we got where we got our previous worktops from, and hubby cut it down. That's why there's that bracket there to fit the space, because we used to have a dishwasher on top of the washing machine, and when it broke we never did replace it. And this cart, I've said it a number of times, I got this from Car Boot for £5, which I'm really pleased. It does hold a lot of storage and pieces. As you will see throughout the kitchen, it's making the use of what we can. As you know, I do love the seasoning for the roast potatoes, and I love these little jars. I think they came from Home Bargains. And as you can see, I'm washing up as I go along, and that's part of the reviewing, decluttering, organising and cleaning as you go along, and that's why the process is taking that bit longer. This is what I mean by the curtains I've made. I am going to swap these out to black check gingham. I've got the material. I've had this on my cards now for about 3 years, and we'll get it done. This was the old vegetable rack. As you can see, it's on wheels. It's using all those little spaces that would be not used or just junked up, and it just makes things easier to get it out. Yes, we do have a fire extinguisher that we keep in the kitchen as well. So this is all water bottles and travelling cups and everything like that. This is actually fits really nicely in the top. It's one of those like cleaning caddies, but I use it to store all my water bottles, as said, and the cups and everything, and the bottles that hubby uses for work, and ice blocks, which I don't always keep in the freezer. I have got a number of different sizes. Same with water bottles, same with travel cups. A number of things have got different sizes, and I am trying to thin down to what we actually need and use. Although personally me, I've only got the one travel cup now. I got rid of a few the last time I did my sort out. This is the Costa travel large cup that I got hubby for his birthday in that Costa gift basket. So I'm just sort of putting like for like. These are different sizes, you can see, and the last couple came in sets of 2. I have got 3 water bottles, and in different sizes. You've got the small, you got the medium, and you got the large. The large one I mostly use around our home. It can get heavy when it is actually full, and this is the only travel cup I got now. I had another 2 owls and a moustache one, but I got rid of those previously. So as I said, quite a lot of different cups, but again, when we're traveling in the car, these 2 belong to our son. It's companies donate these things to all the workers, and these are cups we got when we went to the cinema, as you can see, in 2016. I'm just waiting on our son for him to decide what he wants to do about this. Does he want to keep it or not? And then the characters do clip on. If anything, you'll probably keep the characters. So this is that little sort of vegetable trolley. At the bottom there is everything to do with the soda streams, so they go at the bottom there. As you can see, I'm cleaning up everything, freshening it all up. In here I've got like the ice cube trays. Again, I've got about a set of about 5 of these. And little baskets that I use to corral different pieces. Just wiping over. I will say that I am doing this one-handed, but when I'm not on camera, I am actually cleaning things thoroughly. That you don't see everything, but it is being cleaned as we go along. And this is another reason why I'm doing a voiceover, is because I have my other tumble dryer going. I've got the washing machine going, so I'm doing pieces like that in between. Obviously cleaning the kitchen, so in goes the kitchen mat, the oven gloves, and the tea towels that have been in use. So all that is going into the machine so I can get that washed. And again, I'm using the surf tablets that I use these capsules all the time, and I just love them. I think when you find something, you continue with it until you actually find something you can either replace or alternate with. Again, I'm washing up as I go along. I've got more jars now in the washing up bowl and doing that as I go along. So these are the trays and everything and the pieces that are drying. This is actually on top of the hob on a drying mat because my actual draining board is actually full at the moment. This is what happens when you're obviously cleaning and doing things which takes a little bit of time. I've spoken to our son now. I managed to get an answer from him, getting rid of these cups, which happen to be 5 if I remember rightly, 4 or 5, and then the lids. He has decided to keep the characters, which I thought he would do, so they're going to go up in the games room, and I quite like these. You've got Captain America, Black Panther, Black Widow, I think that's the Winter Soldier, I believe, and Iron Man. I am into Marvel and DC also, which is a good thing because the whole family. So here we have all the water bottles, travel cups and everything like that. It's all been cleaned, all been reviewed, and I know what's there. It's just a refresher. So at the back there, that's a soup container. Sometimes hubby has it, sometimes I have it in the car when we're travelling. If it's lunchtime, ice trays, and I put the small jug here for watering plants for either our granddaughter or the one plant I have in our home. So I know that's sad, but there you are, just the one real plant. So that then wheels back into that gap between the wall and the washing machine. And again, the curtain just hides that up, which will be replaced, which is on my list, and I really want to get that done this month. Going back to this unit that I said I got from a car boot a number of years ago, and I'm just showing you that it does just about fit in, and I actually open the door so you can see that it does actually fit. Normally we leave the door open like this anyway, all the time, unless of course I've got the oven open or something and our granddaughter is there. Now in the top one, this drawer is a little bit stiff. Here I have got, that's our granddaughter's apron. I've got 2 of my own. There's an actual Christmas dishcloth which really could go back in the airing cupboard, and I tend to use black tea towels. I went through the stage of having pastel tea towels and they just got so bad because people use them to wipe the work surfaces rather than use a cloth. Top is where I keep biscuits and everything. This is all our granddaughter's stuff. I've decided that I am taking a cutlery out of the drawer here. This again, since actually comes from the number of visits she has come to us, and if it's not myself, it's say my son or hubby dries up, so all that tends to get put in there rather in her tray. I know a lot of you that have got grandkids or little kids tend to have their own like little drawer or cupboard bit. I've got this plastic tray, as you can see. I'm drying up. Our granddaughter knows it's there, so she can go and pick her own cup out, her own plate and her cutlery. So that's why I'm putting the cutlery all back in a container corralled in this tray. So I'm just actually putting everything back so you can see what I'm doing. Sometimes it's a little bit of tweaking here and there, and sometimes it does just fit in. As I say, sometimes it's just like one big jigsaw puzzle. So the things that I'm pulling out in this segment is this Christmas cup, because I noticed at Christmas the lid kept coming off when she tipped it up, so I'd rather just get rid of it. That little heart dish and a couple of beakers. So I've got all the sort of cutlery for her all corralled in there, all her dishes, plates and cups. I might get another sort of drinking baker type thing with a lid for travelling, so that's all in there. Then at the bottom here I've got potatoes. I need to get some more fresh veg and everything, onions in the black one. Then underneath I got rid of the lid, but I keep this underneath for extra potatoes so as not to put too much weight on those white baskets. So I'm really happy with what I've got done on the 2 days so far, and there will be a third part, so hopefully you're enjoying this sort of series. It is taking the time because I am doing sort of 3 or 4 things at once, plus I actually have to complete my basics and keep the laundry going as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.